that we have to work on. And that's no secret. And I've been talking about those issues over the course of my campaign for mayor. You're joking, right? Talking
you
about
live,
where's
right?
the plan? We ain't talking about plans, talking about strategies.
What
Where is the plan? What are we doing?
My bad.
Come on, man.
We live.
And straight to the point. This is the Truth of the Afternoon with Dr.
But I don't
Ken Harris.
think somebody could get mad at you for
1017
saying
The
that.
Truth and the Truth App.
It's decimating the
Although
black
YouTube
community.
and LinkedIn
Yeah,
might be
y'all
like,
don't eat
"Ah,
right."
you can't
So when
show
you get
that.
sick
You
'cause
can't
don't
play
eat right
that."
because you're overweight, and nobody tells you because we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings because we live in a world now where if you hurt somebody's feelings,
Guess
we
we
might
gonna
get
find out.
arrested.
Well, I guess it's owned
It's
by
ridiculous.
Facebook.
Idiotic.
Truth.
If you know you're not supposed to have certain things because you have diabetes, don't eat it. Oh, but it tastes so good. Okay.
Oh,
Tell
but
that
it
to your
tastes so
children and your
good.
grandchildren who won't see you because you decided to eat. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Now, live from the American
Is there
Family
peanut butter in
Insurance
this cookie?
Studio in Milwaukee, here is Dr.
Are you
Ken
sure?
Harris.
It should be just chocolate chip. Wow.
DC trying to kill me, y'all.
Then we go double check.
I think it's too late.
Chill. Come on, Dr. King. We play.
We about to start.
Oh my God. I could have sworn it just said chocolate chip.
From where?
The office.
Oh, that could be
Where
anything.
Maya is. I'll text Maya right now. I'll text
Text
Maya. Right
Maya. And we're live. See, now I got to talk about the cookie. You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken. We done started it already. It done started already. See, I got to call Kyle now. See? Kyle, if you're listening, you probably need to come to the studio because somebody got to do my show. 833-212-1017. I hope you had a great Memorial Day weekend honoring the men and women we've lost in battle through the military. So just want to say that. Thank you for all of you who served this great country. Those of you that disagree with me, I don't care. So let's move forward. So then, is Kyle coming? Where's Kyle? Kyle Wallace. Wait, we got to do it. Paging Kyle Wallace to AM record 1. Paging. It's one of those days, I'm just telling you, right? So I was thinking about the city over the weekend as we once again made national news for being one of those high shooting, high places. And I just don't understand why we continue to not do anything about it. Like I don't really understand why we don't literally have leadership that'll do something about it. Which brought me one question and two comments I need to make today. Is number one, why is the leadership bar in Milwaukee so low? Why is it all you have to do is show up? Why is it we let politicians argue the fact that people have never been in office before as if it's something that disqualifies you from being in office? Like we let people say you should get promoted or change offices because I served already. That's not a good enough reason. But it doesn't matter because the leadership bar in Milwaukee is pretty low. And I think the reason is my number two. We have taken our eye off the ball and we listen to what people say. I've passed these bills. We've passed these laws. That's my fake politician voice. We've done all these things to make the community safe. Okay. So you've done all these things, but I think we have to remind people that as we come into this summer season where primaries are going to be starting, and then we get to the fall general election, we have to recognize that it's outcome, not output. Like, what's the outcome? Oh, we passed the law. Great. What's the outcome? Were more people safe? Like, not to complain about Joe Biden, but we have a baby formula shortage, and so we ordered baby formula from somewhere else. Big deal. That's output. What's the outcome? How many babies got fed? How many babies didn't die? How many babies' mamas didn't have to drive 200 miles, 2 hours, 3 hours to go find some food? Why is the leadership bar so low? Because we look at output. We need to look at outcome, but we're looking at output. We're just looking at what people do. But then one thing we forget is we have a voice and we have a choice, and we don't exercise it. We think because the mayor is in, he should stay in. He's only got 2 years to get it done. And if he doesn't do it and take care of this city and drive the crime rates down, that he doesn't deserve to be mayor. He does not deserve to be reelected for a 4-year term. I don't think that's too much to ask. I don't think it's too much to ask for the mayor to light a fire under the Common Council and the police department and the fire department and all the public folks and the Office of Violence Prevention and all that, and all those billions of dollars that we're spending to have outcome, not output. And believe you me, every single person of voting age that can vote has both a voice, but you got to make a choice. And you can't choose the same thing all the time and expect a different result, because we've seen that in the past, 20 years? So when Tom Barrett ran for mayor, you know the first thing I asked? Like, what was he done? Oh, he was in the U.S. House of Representatives, and before that, he was in the state legislature. I said, okay, but what has he done? Like, show me where the city was better, not business-wise, but community-wise after he left. And I hate to say it, but it's funny when I thought it. I shouldn't say it. I'm not going to say it. Should I say it, DZ? Now we put the tan mini-me, and now we stuck. Yeah, it's funny. Now we stuck. I hope he does great. I do. I hope he does great. But I'm not convinced. Even after last weekend, I'm not convinced. Like, we keep getting reminded of it every single weekend. Come on. And if that was a road too far, what is it, a bridge too far? If that was a bridge too far, my apologies to the mayor for making that statement. Nah. Anyway. Outcome, not output. Voice and a choice. But I think one thing we forget is that we turn over significantly too much of what we have and what we do to politicians. We think that politicians are to be are able to just fix everything. Now, yes, I was kidding, but on the flip side, Mayor Johnson cannot do it by himself. Mayor Johnson needs every single person in the city of Milwaukee to decide what they're going to do as it relates to crime, education, resources, garbage pickup, electric, all that. We need to figure out what it is we're going to do. Because this is just weekend. This is the first weekend capping off the summer, right? We got graduations this week for MPS of the seniors. What, 2,000, 3,000 seniors are going to be graduating and going to college and going to work. And we need to have a city here so when they're done, they can come back to it and help manage it. But then I started thinking about something somebody told me. And we have to recognize that in the end, there are just some things we have to do together. The problem is we think that only one person is smart. And we think that's the mayor. And he is, but he can't do it by himself. We think the county council president is smart. And he is, but he can't do it by himself. We think that every council member is smart, and they are, but they can't do it by themselves. And the one thing I had to realize, even looking at the things that I do, is I had to come to just one conclusion: that none of us is as smart as all of us.